My Stream Deck's still not working, unfortunately. Also, I have shaved, so I look different. Because I don't have full-on Wolverine beard going on now. Come on, buddy. I was really hoping those grenades would do something. Ooh, the headshots are real. Headshot. Oh, I managed to tag him. Oh, yes, I got an assist on that. I don't even care. Got him. I'm running out of ammo is the only problem now. Teammate. Ah! Give me that. I need his ammunition. I need that ammo. Yes, teammate, keep... Oh, I got shot from behind. That's alright. 3-1 with 2 assists. I will take it. Poo-poo head. Yes, yes, yes. Uh-huh. He can't even run properly without dying.
It's funny, Mom said this pizza was dried out. It wasn't dried out, it's just thin crust.
I had a thin crust pizza today. It's pretty good. Oh my god, I randomly threw the grenade and it stuck to him. That's hilarious. That should not work.
Watch it.
Just randomly throwing grenades. It just works so well, though.
What I like is when somebody's following you and you throw a grenade at your own feet and keep running, and then they run right into it.
Yeah. Just like peg them a few times, run in a building, drop a grenade, run out the other end. So fun.
It also works when you're fighting against NPC mobs.
Yeah, I mean, NPCs are dumber than people sometimes. Well, most of the time. Unless you have them really, really bad players. That was...
Yes, please.
Shoot.
That's pretty good. That's the one you said was dried out, but it's thin crust, Mom.
I should have got a tombstone pizza. I seen they had them, but I didn't.
As many as you can put on the plate.
Exactly. I only ate once today, so I literally ate a whole pizza. I was starving. I did yard work. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm starving. I'm gonna eat a whole pizza. No one touch it. It's mine.
Nice.
The
How long
funny,
can you carry,
huh?
how long can you carry that thing? Just until you decide to throw it?
Yeah, it's an infinite amount of time. Yes, I'm a professional. I've been playing a lot better today and yesterday. I don't know what it was about that 3-day span of just sucking, but I'm over it now. I'm back to my average play skill level of like a couple kills per death. And I was actually able to snipe the other day. I was like, oh, thank you.
Alright, hold on. Yes, ma'am. Okay, thanks. Okay, sorry about that. No, no. She said she'll give me vegetarian next. I'm like, nope.
Ew,
If
veggies.
vegetarian's an option, I'm done after this.
Vegetarian pizza, nasty. If it don't got bacon, it ain't pizza. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, vegetarian pizza is essentially just a vegetable sandwich that's been toasted.
Which is nasty.
Mm.
I don't like warm vegetables. I'm gonna be honest.
Spike grenades acquired. Power items on the field.
My chewing isn't coming through the mic, is it?
Not that I can hear.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, you're good. Oh wait, okay, I can hear it a tiny, tiny bit. No, I missed his head with the no scope. Whatever, I got most kills, most assists, and not quite the least deaths, but I'm close to the least amount of deaths. So, dude, I look like a 5-year-old when I shave. I was okay. That just was hectic, and I just completely reflex. Where's that kill? I didn't even expect him. Ah! I knew that was coming. 12, 5, and 5. Let's go, boys. That one dude's being uber cautious, and he's not getting many kills because of it. But I can respect that. At least he's not costing the team a lot of kills. I'd rather than be a little bit more on the cautious side and not get many kills than just feed the enemy team.
True.
Ooh, sniper.
It's always fun to have a cleaner, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, you get into a fight and then somebody comes up behind you and just pops you one shot to end you.
Oh yeah, I know. I was playing. I can't even remember what game it was now. It wasn't. No, it was Halo yesterday, and that I was playing a good team, and that's all that was happening. Is they would always have two of them sticking together, and I just can't. I'd
Yep.
kill one and get cleaned by the other every time, and I'm like, oh, this is annoying.
Yeah, I was watching that stream. That was so funny.
I wasn't
mean,
streaming the
Not
day.
to you.
I wasn't streaming yesterday, but yeah, it did happen the other time too.
Oh, it was the day before yesterday. Then.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it happened yesterday too, though.
I don't have a life, so I get my days mixed up.
I don't get my days mixed up, but I still don't have a life. Please. Hey, it did damage. I was not expecting those shots coming from behind me. Look, he's 8 and 4. He's doing good. I can respect that, my dude.
S7 sniper inbound.
You washed your hands today, right?
Oh, of course.
Let's grab some cover.
Well, that would explain why you're doing better. You apparently washed your hands of the
Oh.
controller usage. Right?
Yep, that's it. Washed away the garbage.
Now, somebody's definitely spraying and praying.
Yeah, that's usually the strategy on Halo. Yeah, you.
I just see somebody else just firing across constantly.
Come on, walk into that. Yeah, he did too.
Power items inbound. Power items on the
It's all fun and games till somebody realizes it's just the game.
Back smashed. Still got 8 assists though, so I'm happy. He has no shields, I repeat. He has no shields! Why are you running? Why would you do that? You easily let me get that kill, my dude. Also, I'm very shaky today because I was doing a lot of weed eating and I'm not used to weed eating, so my hand's like super like shaky from the
Nice. Go
holding the throttle down on it.
Basically, your hands are still moving at like with the same vibrations of the weed eater.
Yeah, right. It's like your
Yeah,
nerves,
just be glad. Yeah, just be glad you weren't using a jackhammer or something.
right? I mean, it's not enough to where I think it'd affect me a lot. It's just
third degree.
kind of like annoying. Hello, buddy.
Oh wow!
Did I
50 to
get
30.
MVP? Let's go.
Animals are furry. Not, oh. Oh, I screwed myself.
MVP is most valuable pansy, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Also, I gotta unplug that because that's annoying. I bought a wireless headset and then keep it plugged in 90% of the time. Mainly because I got one. Like, this was like a fairly expensive headset. And it's, I don't know. I heard a lot of good things about it, but I got it and I don't know. I don't think it's that great, honestly. It's okay. I think the HyperX Cloud 2 or the Cloud Pro Wireless would be way better, and I think it's cheaper than these. So these are just like more expensive, worst headphones.
It's kind of hard to find headphones and other type of gaming gear that has good reviews that are not reviews from sponsored users.
Yeah, I know.
So a lot of times when you get a sponsored user, the reviews are not always very honest.
It's not that the quality is bad or anything. My problem is everybody was saying how good the mic was, and the mic's fair quality. It's not bad. I use it for Discord, and no one ever complains, so it's like, okay. But, like, I thought it had a bit too much pinching force, so it would give me headaches when I first started wearing it, because it had a stronger pinching force on your head, but it doesn't even hold onto your head well. Like, I can just lean down and slightly wiggle my head, and it starts sliding on my head, unlike my HyperX ones. Also, the build quality is fine, but the cups for the headset don't seal as well as the Cloud 2s, and also they're not deep. They're like very, very shallow. So they like
Oh yeah, see it.
they touch my upper ear and it just it starts hurting after a while. It's not much force, but it's enough to make it start hurting after a while.
Yeah, if I've got something that puts pressure on my upper ear, with me it starts hurting a lot too.
Yeah, it starts like making this whole part of my ear hurt, and it then like migrates into your actual skull, and your head will start hurting a little bit.
Excuse me. Yeah. Although it could just be the people are used to those kinds of headphones.
Yeah, the person I watched the review of these on said that it did that. They don't have the deep ear cups, but he said it doesn't bother him. So I was like, mine weren't super deep, so. And he was also 6'4", so I was like, oh well, maybe it's just because he has bigger ears since he's so tall. No, it's just they're shallower than I thought they were. But whatever. I got them on sale with a discount code, so I'm not super mad. Now, if I paid full price for these, I'd be very mad because these were, I think, a regular $180 headset, and it is not worth $180. I cannot stress that enough, people. It is not worth $180.
Most things in the world are not worth the price that they're being sold for.
Yeah, but these is like I would totally pay $150 for cloud wireless headphones. Cuz the HyperX ones, they do have the problem of like right here having a plastic piece that over time, and I'm talking years, will start to crack, but it takes so many years for that part to crack. I had mine for like 5 years and I beat the crap out of them all 5 years, and I mean beat the actual crap out of them. And they never fully broke. I mean, they're still going strong, so. I'm actually tempted to start using these because they do not put pressure on your head, and these are actually cheaper. These are 110 bucks. The only downside to them is they have the mic built in and it's not removable and it's annoying, but they're actually pretty comfortable. Again, though, they don't seal well. They don't have the like fake leather ear cups, so they don't seal as well as like faux leather ear cups.
Fortunately, I can't use headphones myself, which sucks.
I can't live without headphones. I mean, if you can't use headphones, they do have some good gaming earbud options out there now.
Well, my problem is the weight of the headphones. Any extra weight that I add to my my upper body, my head, or whatever, makes my back hurt more. And if I'm playing a game where I'm using the headphones, I'll be, instead of laying flat, I'll be in a reclined position. So the higher up I'm inclined, the more it hurts. So it just makes things worse for me. But I did use some headphones before that my brother had, and they were really good headphones. I can't remember what they were, but they covered the ear completely.
Yeah.
They had some good padding on them.
What color were they?
I don't even remember.
Bruh.
I just remember that they were really good headphones. He liked them too, but the cable messed up on them. And the cable, once it messes up, they're pretty much shot.
Yeah, teammates, go in there. Clean, clean, clean. I'm doing horrible this round. 4 and 9. I'm not playing careful enough. And also, one of our teammates is AFK. Yet he still has less deaths. Okay, 3 of our teammates have disconnected this round. So it probably was more I was just getting... You're welcome, teammate.
Can your grenades hurt your teammates in this?
Nope.
Would you like, would a cupcake make it better?
Cool.
Active camo inbound.
You can hurt yourself with your own grenades, right?
Of course. Yeah, you can... you can blow yourself up with your own grenades, but not teammates.
I really wish I could play this with you or the Star Wars Battlefront.
How? Dang it. Now I'm
You
just...
hit him 3 times, didn't you?
It didn't count them. I don't know how it didn't count them, but it didn't count them. Whatever.
Yeah, I still didn't get that email you were supposed to send me with more internet speed.
Oh,
don't
I
know what
forgot to
happened.
send it.
Oh, okay. I'm still waiting for that email, dude. When you
Ev-
get a chance, you know.
Yeah, nah, dude. How did you not die from that? I unloaded so many rounds into you from that gun. That gun does so much damage.
Plus, I got the splash damage from the grenade.
Oh my god, teammates. At least I'm getting my assists.
Racking up the
I'm doing so bad this round.
power items inbound.
I think my wrist is starting to get a little fatigued from all the work though and playing now. I can feel it shaking a bit worse.
But you need to train it more. I mean, it's not used to work.
Yeah, I know, right? It's only used to gaming. And I have a really light, like, look, just holding this water bottle, it can't. It sucks so bad.
Yeah, your body is so not used to working, dude.
It's
You
just my.
shouldn't do
It's
like
not
that.
so much my body as it is my just my grip strength. I'm not used to like gripping for very long periods of time. I will be soon. When I dirt bike, I give like the whole death grip. I'm holding on like the bar is gonna bend.
Holding on so tight that your hands start to cramp and stuff.
Holding on so tight that when I take my glove off, my hand is red. I'm pretty sure like all motorcycle, like when you first learning anything motorcycle, it's just like that. You death grip it. You have to get used to it. It doesn't take me. I think I've only got like 3-4 hours on it, but I've already started loosening my grip a lot more than when I first started. I'm starting to get more comfortable on it.
Have you done donuts on it yet?
No.
I like the jelly filled ones.
Jelly filled donuts are good. Raspberry
Yeah.
jelly.
Raspberry, yeah, I love that. That is my favorite.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites too. I love raspberry jelly filled donuts. They're so good.
Somebody suggested something to me that I would like to try. One of the Krispy Kreme raspberry filled donuts dipped in syrup.
No.
I wouldn't mind trying it. I mean, it would be like an instant sugar high. I mean, that's
Yeah, but I just can't see that going well. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. One of the better donuts I've had was from this little donut shop we had near. Well, it wasn't nearby. It was about 30 minutes away from here, but they had a maple bacon donut, and it was actually super good.
oh, that sounds good.
It was, and they were like this big. But
Okay. Krispy Kreme donuts are my all-time favorite, but I did try one time that was really good. It was in like a
Overshield
mom and pop's restaurant in Lexington. I don't remember the name of it, but it was in one of the back streets. And what they did was they made homemade donuts, but they drizzled them with honey. And having them with honey was really good.
when I went to pick up my dirt bike, when I first bought it, I told my mom and uncle, since they drove me, I would pick up donuts and I'd buy lunch. So we went to a donut shop, and it was a tiny one in oh, what is the name of the city? Concord, North Carolina.
Okay.
They have a donut shop up there. I cannot remember the name of it. They had by far some of the best donuts I've ever had. And I've had Krispy Kreme, and I love Krispy Kreme donuts.
Krispy Kreme is really good. Oh, I've had some people say that they like Dunkin' Donuts better than Krispy Kreme, but I can't stand Dunkin' Donuts.
My family, and this was up north. They said up north when they lived up north a while back, they used to have the best donuts, but now theirs are not that good anymore. It might just be that they're not that good anymore because I've had it too, and I was so disappointed because they were like, "Oh, you'll never want," and then they try them and they're like, "Oh, these are not. These are okay."
Well, that's like
Power items on the way.
oh, just had a brain fart. What was I supposed to say? Oh, Little Caesars. Their breadsticks used to be some of the absolute best breadsticks you could buy around here from a pizza place. But they changed their breadsticks that they use. They used to be like the small, like crispy ones.
That was lag.
Yeah. Now they're like the big fluffy doughy ones that don't taste good.
Yeah, I used to like theirs. They're still okay, but
I'd rather get Pizza Hut breadsticks than the doughy junk they got now at Little Caesars.
honestly, I would rather not go to Little Caesars because their pizza's garbage. Their breadsticks are not great. I don't know. I don't like Little Caesars. I don't.
Little Caesars has gone downhill. I mean, their pizzas weren't the best, but they were pretty good. But they've just gone way downhill.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
You still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay.
I missed. He was so low too. My teammates aren't there to help.
Yeah, a lot of places going cheap just I get they're wanting to keep charging premium price, but you know, when you're charging premium price for stuff that you've actually like reduced the quality of, it just
It ruined your name. It ruined your reputation.
yeah.
Pizza Hut's honestly not that good.
Power items
Yeah, and it was surprising because Pizza Hut used to be one of the best pizza places around here for some of the best quality pizzas. But they just, again, it's another one that went downhill.
It was hilarious. They actually said that every slice of Pizza Hut deep dish now has like a quarter cup of grease.
Not surprised.
I was like, ew. No wonder I don't like their pizza.
Yeah, and you've got to consider that their pizzas, the meat on it is pre-cooked too, and it's that bad.
Yep.
Oh, look like you clean.
Yeah, I did. He was low. Everyone does it to me, so I'll do it to them. I complain. I don't complain that much when I get cleaned. It's annoying, but whatever.
It's a battle royale. It happens.
Yeah.
That's
It's-
part of the game.
A lot of times in Battle Royale, well, it's not Battle Royale, it's Arena. This is more like
Or,
Arena.
well, yeah.
But it's,
But still, anytime you got more than one versus one, it's gonna happen.
yeah, it is.
In fact, teaming up where you got two people running together, so one person can at least get the health low while the other cleans.
It's
I
a
mean,
smart,
that's
I'm not,
strategy.
yeah, it's, I don't blame people for doing it. It's annoying when I play solo, and I'll whine about it, but really, I don't blame them. I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
I whine because I get angry at it, but, bro, it's the exact same thing I would do.
What I don't like is when you've got like multiple teams and you got teams that are cross teaming. Cause I mean, that is just outright cheating.
power items on
Yeah.
There's no way to call that. But yeah, I mean, if it's a situation like this and you got multiple people working together, they're just using good strategy. I've seen some streamers and gamers that they just pitch a fit because of it. But I mean, strategy is strategy, dude. If you don't want people to use strategy in a PvP game, then don't play PvP.
Yeah, no, I like I said, I more whine when I get angry, but I don't blame them.
Yeah,
I'm like
you
you're at.
understand it's part of the game. It's
Yeah.
frustrating. But it's still part of the way it's played.
Yeah, and I don't blame people for that because I totally would do the same thing. What I do complain about is the grenade bouncing to me when they're throwing them at my teammates. I'm like, gosh darn it. And again, that's not, it's just random and it happens. It's just annoying because I keep getting killed by random grenades.
It looks to me like a lot of the guns in this are pretty well balanced with each other, from what I can tell.
There's a few of them that are pretty OP, but they're meant to be OP. They're legendaries. The guns spread around the map. There are a couple ones that are like pretty desirable and they are very good. Like this one, the 3-shot burst.
Nice. I like 3-shot burst guns. As long as you can feather the trigger and keep doing the 3-shot burst over and over again, 3-shot burst is usually your better option. Because your rounds, if they do the game right, your rounds are more accurate that way.
They are. They did it right. I just don't like that you go out of scope mode when you're getting shot. It's still one of the more annoying parts of the game to me.
That's something that should never happen. How many times was that person shot?
A lot. Hey, hit him.
Yeah, going into the scope while you're getting shot, it just makes it feel like they don't really understand gaming, like, you know, shooters. Because that seems like a fundamental flaw in the game.
I think that's how they've done a lot of the Halos, though.
But it's messed up, though. I mean, oh, nice. 50 versus 31.
12, 9, 7. I'm okay with that. Not great, but okay. Acceptable.
I've played games in the past before. I don't remember which ones they were, but they would have similar things like that where you get knocked out of scope or aim down sights. You get knocked out of that when you're shot or you're hit, or like a grenade blasts nearby you and it knocks you out of it. And I've also played some that, like, as you play your gun upgrades, but you can't deactivate some of the upgrades, like attachments and stuff. So a gun that does really, really good can get an attachment and it turns it into a piece of crap. There's an Airborne game. I can't remember. It was something Airborne. But Johnny and I got that. We were playing it on console years ago before we got PCs. And every time there was a carbine in it. And the carbine rifle, when you start using it, as you use these things, they'll level up by using them. And it was an awesome rifle. It was very accurate, really good. But it started getting upgrades on it that just turned it into a piece of crap. So you really couldn't use the thing too good. And we hated that about it.
Yeah, that would get annoying. I
One
never
of the things. Sorry, go ahead.
I've never played games like that though. I think the closest thing would be
Freaking going in the wrong hole. Oh my god.
Call of Duty when I played that, having attachments, but that was like attachments you put on. They're not necessary or required, so it's kind of like
Well, you can also go back later not maybe not in the middle of a match, but you can go back later and take those off, couldn't you?
There was no permanent like on there. I
See,
like
if it
his
was
visor.
something, yeah, even if it was something that automatically added it, if you could go back later and unequip it, that would have been okay. But these were like permanent upgrades. It's like you get a rifle that, you know, after you're using it, it's like somebody sneaks in and throws a scope on it and you're stuck with it forever. That's just, oh, that is so bad. I'm trying to think of another game. Oh, Army of Two. When Johnny and I played that, excuse me, one of the things I liked about it is with Army of Two, you could choose whether or not you wanted to go silent with the sound suppressor or just go all out blasting. And that was really cool because with that game, you actually needed to do both sometimes, like you, or switch it up. Because it was about one person drawing aggro while the other person does something else. And like, if you got somebody that's using a turret, one person draws aggro from the turret, and then the other player goes around and shoots him or something like that. So you know, it's trading aggro is what it was all about. And that was fun. That was enjoyable when you're playing with another person. When you're playing solo with the NPC, NPC was a complete moron. But again, it was fun with that game, going in and being able to choose whether you were the person that sneaks around with the sound suppressor, or you were the person that was just sitting there blasting away with the loudest gun you could find.
Wait, well, what about that
I'm
was
coming,
really-
teammate.
white chocolate raspberry ice cream?
It was really the first time I had ever played a game where they actually went through and thought out and used a good aggro system.
Oh, nice shot.
But wait, most people.
Where is that supposed to be?
Made of fluff.
Florida? Or the Bahamas? Because I see palm trees.
I don't. It's supposed to be on the Halo ring, I think.
Oh, cool. It's like Halo Ring, Florida.
With all the crazy people trying to murder you still.
Sounds about like Florida. Only in Florida they do it by driving. Crazy, man.
What's sad is they said Florida's not as bad as Ohio.
I don't know. I think it's a bit of a toss-up, really.
I mean, I've seen here, so.
Well, every state's gonna have idiot drivers. Cause I mean, people just
Are
when
idiots.
people hear the term idiotic driver, it's like it's almost like they act as though that's an achievement for them to reach.
You know that, negative 100% chance of me winning.
Sometimes hard to teach people that stupidity is not an achievement.
We're all gamers at heart. Everything's an achievement.
Oh my gosh. Talk about mixing reality with the game world. Oh, you didn't quite make it.
Oh, every direction, every direction. And my teammates were nowhere to be found in that situation. And it spawned me in between everyone.
Yeah. Blame it on the teammates. Yeah.
What the heck? Why would you jump down at that? No, don't do that, bro. And now I got shotgunned him back. Let me try. I don't know if sticking with them's a good idea. Ow!
Cannon fodder, so I mean, guess every little bit helped, right?
I mean, they got melted pretty quick there.
Pretty.
Looks like the other team is doing very good teamwork.
Yeah, they are.
It's almost like at one point they weren't really organized very well, but then they just got organized real quick.
Tell me how that's not an assist game.
I remember when you and I were playing a few games in PvP before, and while we were playing, it was like our teammates were just like all over the place, and all of a sudden, it's like they just started pulling together and working with you and me. When things like that happens, it's pretty cool.
I like the colors.
I like if you got a full team and you're playing a game where you got to hold the point. It's not like you know, you got a whole bunch of different points to hold. You got like just one point to hold.
Dude, I can't get
And
a
your
kill.
Your team either teams up with you, and works together, or everybody just takes off and leaves you there. If you got a good team and you're covering each other's backs in a situation like that, that can be really fun. And it can make an almost impenetrable defense that enemy can't get through. You can have a lot of fun with those.
Thank you for absorbing my damage, teammate.
Teammates, a secondary shield.
No, he absorbed my shots.
Oh, he absorbed your shots.
Yeah, my damage. Like 2 of my shots got absorbed out of the 3. Come on in at me, bro. Melted. I got 8 assists. I'm getting tons of assists. Just no kills. Man, I can't get a kill because every time I'm there, by the time I get there, my teammates are already half dead and there's nothing we can do.
Are they in a clan or something? Are there clans in this game?
Yeah, there are clans and I can't tell.
I was about to say, any game that has PvP, if you don't have a clan option in it, it can hurt the game.
Yeah, you can join clan. I think I made one even, if I remember correctly.
Did you look at yours? Evil. No, no.
It's really good if beside the person's username, it lets you see their clan that they're in.
Usually it does.
It was funny, I was watching the Honest trailers, and they were talking about the new Top Gun movie, and it said something about like where everyone is, everyone goes by their gamer tag, and it's like Maverick, and starts listing off all their names, and it does sound like gamer tags.
Yeah, it does.
So see, that was a loss for your team, right?
Yeah, we lost.
So
I
that means
couldn't get kills. I kept getting caught.
that means the next round you should win, because that's what you're doing. You're doing win, lose, win, lose.
Pretty much. It pretty much is. Trying to get my daily level, 1 level a day, cause gotta fully let it load. Continue. Now I can click. Okay, cause I got 51
Is-
days to get to level 100. Cause I want. What free item was it?
What level are you at?
58. I want this.
Remember, on some of the days when you can, it's good to go ahead and get multiple levels
There
in
it
case
is.
of the day you can't play for some reason.
There is going to be a 4-day period where I can't play, but there will be the weekly challenges they do, which the weekly challenges usually give you about 6 levels. So
Oh, nice. That's good.
I've been doing like 1 level a day, and then when they release the weeklies, those 2 days I usually do like a few extra rounds, and I've been averaging about 13, 14 levels a week.
That's pretty good. So you're doing a little more than a level a day on average.
Yeah,
So
my
that's good.
average is pretty close to 2 actually now with the weeklies. Plus, I like what Halo does. They actually give you something every week for finishing the weekly challenges, which is cool.
The only thing I don't like about challenges and stuff in games is
Some of them are annoying.
like this one. Yeah, well, in this one, it's this in Fortnite. It's not like an open world game where you can just go and play and do stuff. You have to keep queuing for PvP matches. So it's like all you can do is just, like one thing repeatedly to get it. I would like for them to combine the PvP option in this Halo game with the PvE option as well. So, like, as you're playing, let's say that you're out playing, you're like exploring the open world, and then all of a sudden, a PvP match is going to form somewhere, so you can go over there and join it or something like that.
Yeah, but that wouldn't
I-
stick to the Halo roots, so.
Yeah, but it would still be fun to do.
Yeah, but all the hardcore Halo fans would be pissed, so they can't really do that.
Well, they still got a PvP game that's, authentic or original style Halo, so it's not like they're losing anything.
Yeah, but people will still be. I mean, people were mad just because you could pick your color of your armor.
Are you serious?
Because the original thing was red versus blue.
People are gonna whine about that. I mean, that's just ridiculous. At that point, I'm like, yeah, if you want to stick with that, find server somewhere that's still running the old game. There are some things that are legitimate complaints, and then there's other things that are just for the sake of whining sometimes.
Also, did you see them snipes? They were okay. Those
ones you were
snipes.
doing?
Yeah. I'm doing a lot better than I was.
Overshield available.
When it first came out, I was a little disappointed because there wasn't that many game modes, but they've actually done quite a bit of work to it, and they've redeemed it quite well, actually, I gotta say.
Oh, that's good. It's not PvP, but Anthem. I still wish that they had gone through and fixed that game. I mean, that game was awesome. It had the absolute best flight mechanics ever in a video game.
I haven't tried it, so I can't say anything about the flight mechanics, but
If anybody ever makes a real, like, true Iron Man game, that should be the game that they use for flight mechanics, because it felt like you were flying an Iron Man suit. That's what it felt like.
I've played the Avengers game.
What was the Iron Man flight like in that one?
It was not bad. It was like it was the best Iron Man flight mechanics I've seen in a game, and I've only played I think 2 games with Iron Man, though, so I don't have many comparisons to go by.
Well, there haven't really been a lot of games where you could actually fly as Iron Man.
Yeah, they're having. They always limit you, or the like flight is like you can go like 2 inches up in the air, and then that's the limit.
Yep. It's kind of like a Superman game. I mean, there's
Come on,
some
teammate.
Superman games that are done fairly well, but then there's other Superman games that are just like very,
Oh my
very
God.
poorly done flight mechanic.
I love the
love
way I
every
died there.
Yeah, so say that was so funny, dude. It's like your character is just like, oh, just gonna rest here, you know?
It's not as bad as Battlefront, where if you're going through the door, a lot of times when you die, your head will get jammed up in the top of the door, and it'll look like you're just hanging and dangling there.
That's happened to us, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was fun. I think it's happened once in Halo to me.
That game was just a lot of fun. Battlefront 2.
Yeah,
Oh.
and when we got to play it, it already started to die out. So, in its prime.
Well, they kind of basically gave up on the game, really.
Yeah, they did. And they've already announced that they're not doing a 3, which disappointed me severely.
Are they just gonna let that whole series of Battlefront just completely die out?
Pretty much.
Ugh. Why come they can't put the game in the hands of good people?
Well, apparently EA doesn't own the rights to Star Wars anymore, so a lot more developers are starting to develop Star Wars games.
Yeah, I saw that more were getting the option of making.
Yeah, because EA's 10-year license ran out.
I guess that's kind of good.
Yeah, EA doesn't have a license on something anymore. That is always a good thing.
I think the way they should do licenses like that is that they should make it so that there are like more variety. For example, like for a Star Wars game, they should make it so that if it's like a similar to Battlefront, then there should be more than just one game developer out there that's making something like that, so that it makes it competitive. And if they make it competitive like that, then there's a really high option or a really high possibility that somebody's actually going to buckle down and like really try, because they want to get the players. They're after the player base.
Yeah, I was hoping
I can read your mind.
CD Projekt Red would now start developing a Star Wars game. Because a lot of the games they did were really good. Even Cyberpunk, which started out really rough, has become a pretty good game now, I've heard.
Well, one problem is a lot of people, whenever there's not Jedi that you can play, no matter whether it's solo or PvP, if there are no Jedi in it, a lot of people complain about that. But honestly, I like story. You know me. I like stories that have, or games that have good story to them. I like that kind of thing. Wow. I thought you were gonna kill them. But what I'm looking for is like a Star Wars game that tells a story other than I'm a Jedi, because there's more than just Jedi in the game.
Yeah.
you had,
Well, I think Battlefront 2 story did pretty good at that. You didn't play as a Jedi in that. You played as Imperial officer that turned to the Rebel Alliance.
yeah, but that was just like a DLC size story. It wasn't really a good, fully fleshed out story.
I would actually like, well, Republic Commandos.
Which one was Republic Commandos?
The one where you play as the commando.
Oh, the really, really old one. Right?
Yeah, it was such a good game though. I haven't even played it. I've heard so much good about it though. I'm gonna buy it and play it on stream. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I haven't played that one either.
I've heard it was one of the best Star Wars story content games ever made.
But I mean, still, look at how few there are, though. I'd like to see some new ones. See, it was another win. Wow, by 1 kill.
I had a decent game. My teammates were doing okay. Yeah, so yeah, I wish they would do more with it like that. I agree with you on that. I also like the fact that they give the Jedi option, but I wish they would do a more balanced view, like one game Jedi, one game no Jedi, one game Sith, and then one game not a Sith, but like on the Imperial side, just to like keep it interesting, just the variety, keep it up.
See, what I like is like an open world game that has like PvP maps in it that you can go to. Like you remember in Star Trek Online, there was no PvP in the normal open world kind of scenario, but you could travel to a specific system, and there were specific systems that were set up specifically for PvP. Ooh, candy!
Get one piece. Do not tear the picture on the wrapper.
Get one piece.
Seriously, Susan.
And then I
Oh,
think
it says, I don't want to
No, he said to give you. We're trying to
He
collect the wrapper.
collect the wrappers. Why?
Don't tear the picture.
Okay, why?
And look at, we're collecting them. It says to collect them all. And look at
that's still the best helmet. What visor do I want to use with this?
So, mini Hershey bars with pictures of DC characters on it.
Oh yeah, they were doing it.
It's hard to mess up like teriyaki orange chickens.
Do I have a white colored visor?
I've never had panda.
Don't really have a white visor.
That's what I've heard. It's good,
Here you go.
What would look cool?
oh, that's tough.
I know. I made some teriyaki sauce one time and I lost the recipe, but I still.
What would look good with this armor?
Okay. Okay.
'Cause Lord knows what
Sorry about
website
that.
I friggin' got that thing off of.
What?
I got to eat a candy bar, so
Don't tell me,
I had to
what
stop.
website.
There we go. That looks pretty good. You're good. I'm just swapping out my armor anyways.
I should know that was coming.
But yeah, I would like to see a Star Wars game. Not like Star Wars Online. That
I
was
forget they exist half the
that
time.
one is kind of an arcade style feel to it. But I would like to see something that's like truly open world, kind of like a combination of Elite Dangerous and No Man's Sky type thing, where you can travel anywhere you want to. There are planets you can
Switch
go
to
down
Tax
on.
Slayer.
What?
Sorry, I was just saying I'm gonna switch to Tax Slayer. Switch up the game mode.
Gotcha. But you know, have like options and stuff in the game where if you don't want to play as a Jedi, you can pick like a scavenger or a
So-
hauler, like somebody haul freight, things like that.
So kind of like I'm trying to think of like in like a EVE Online, but with Star Wars basically.
I don't know. When I played EVE Online, there was no like planet side.
Yeah, no, I
It
meant
was-
like I can't think of the name of the game. Like what they're doing with Star Citizen, but Star Wars basically.
Yeah, kind of. Just
Just not pay to win and garbage.
Yeah, not pay to win and actually working on it, but
Yeah. Roast it. If you want to sponsor me, sorry, I don't want your sponsorship.
no, I just had to say that though.
No, they're garbage. They're a garbage developer.
Yeah, but see what I'm thinking of is like, let's say that one day I want to hop in, and like you can have multiple characters that you can hop in on and play as. But like, let's say that today I want to be a freighter pilot, so I hop in on my
Yeah, just
character
put your
that I
hands up,
built
tell 'em,
as a
"Wait a
freighter
minute, I've gotta
pilot.
flip
He's
this
got
and see what
ships for hauling freight, stuff like that. And I just hop in on that character and I just fly around delivering freight and stuff. There's of course risk of getting attacked, so you can have this option to hire like NPCs that will follow you with their fighters and stuff.
No NPCs, all player. You have to hire actual players to do it. Come on, man. Think bigger.
Okay,
Think
hold on.
bigger.
Hold on. Hold on. If there are no players around that are willing to do that, then you can hire NPCs. But you could also have the option of hiring another player, like a friend or a pug or something like that, that wants to fly. And
I have
if
0
they help you
dancers,
get
so
to
you
the
gotta have, like, 20
destination and back safely, then they get bonus experience and bonus money in addition to what you have to pay. So that way it would help with stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I get it. No, but if
yeah,
honestly, if a developer, please CD Project Red, please Disney, hire them. No, if they could do something like a No Man's Sky but Star Wars with all the different classes and stuff, I would buy that at $60 all day long.
Yep.
All day long, I'd pay $60 for that, guys. I'm telling you, I would. If it was done, I wouldn't pre-order it because no, don't pre-order video games, people. You're the reason this kind of stuff happens.
I don't know about the
But no, I'd buy it like the day it comes out and it's good. I'd buy it, $60. I don't care.
wanna go see 'cause
Well,
I'm just terrified
alright,
they're
here's the
gonna
thing.
ruin it because
And
we're
something like that, they've
more
proven
about,
with
like,
Fortnite and even PvE
it
games.
was honestly pretty
They
cool.
have proven
I thought they
that
dropped the ball
if you don't sell Power Creep, but you sell cosmetics, and you create
Wait, what was the
a
last one?
wide variety of cosmetics, people will spend money on the games. They'll spend tons of money on them.
Yeah, but then it becomes a problem of they'll just sell different species and then people be mad because they have to buy the species they want after they paid $60 for a game. And
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they could do like free to play, and then make it where like you get certain generic
YouTube.
color variations and stuff for like outfits and stuff. But if you want a very specific like color set or something like that, you have to pay for it.
yeah,
That's stuff other games have done in the past, and it's been a success. They've
Someone
made
managed to
tons of
do
money
for,
doing
like,
that.
The OG Avengers back in 2012,
And the reason is,
they
it's
stayed up for, like, 2 days
it's like
if you noticed,
in Star Trek
like,
Online it was
back
called
then,
Space
I was like,
Barbie.
that's
In
awesome.
Fortnite they call it Fortnite Barbie. And I mean, people refer to it as Barbie because that's what Barbie was. You could buy the Barbie doll and then you could spend a fortune buying the different outfits for the kids that had the Barbie doll. And that's kind of what that was. So, you know, having something like that going, that I think would be really cool. It would
Actually, I might have
it would have options to the game, like having a ship with multiple options of bridge layouts, where you could buy a bridge layout if you wanted to. The game could still be free to play, but then like let's say I don't like the way the bridge, or maybe it's a small ship that's got a cockpit in it. Maybe I don't like the shape or design of it. Well, then just, you know, buy an upgrade, an option. You can do that. I think that would be pretty cool.
I mean, same genre.
yeah, but I free to play always ends up costing you more than just paying it for a $60 game. That's why I always just would rather stuff be a AAA title than free to play. Cause I'm a completionist, so I have to complete stuff.
That depends, cause I mean there are games that you pay AAA price for, and they still
you know,
have
I just kept adding
instead of
random
pay to
stuff.
win, they still have cosmetic stuff in them.
Yeah, that's why I said do not do the cosmetics, but do a AAA title.
And it's
Yeah,
turned
but then
into
you know
every
how are they
other
going to make
shit.
more money once they've sold the game?
DLC, release like full game add-ons, like big DLC, not like little tiny itty bitty thing. I'm talking like full game DLCs for like $25. Just keep the game running. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, but that's you got to consider all that stuff takes a lot of time to do.
Yeah, so does making
if
cosmetics,
it's-
to be fair.
Yeah. Well, cosmetics, a lot of times they could just go in and just change the color on the cosmetics and then resell them. Pretty much just what it is a lot of times. For some games, like Elite Dangerous, a lot of the designs that they do in Elite Dangerous for the skins, it's basically just going through and changing the colors of some of the some of the work that's already been done. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. I mean, games that have in-game color editors to do it yourself, it's pretty much the same thing.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's why.
So you know they're selling these things for not a fortune. They're like a
Okay.
couple bucks each, but it's what 5 minutes, maybe 20 minutes worth of work. And if you've got like
You know,
thousands of people playing your game, and then you've got like a handful of that are buying them, that's a lot of money coming in, even though they're only sold for like $2.
I would see, but I would spend so much money in that because I'm completionist.
But trying to do DLC though, I mean, you're talking about like doing whole maps and things like that. That takes a lot of time.
Yeah, but at
I've
$25 per DLC, they're making a good chunk of money off of it.
As long as enough people buy it, there are some games out there that they've actually said they haven't made as much off of DLC
As
just because
cosmetics.
of how much time and everything that's put into making whole new maps and stuff like that.
there are a lot of
Yeah, but I mean, No Man's Sky's doing pretty well, and they've done that strategy, so.
just like
No Man's Sky, they haven't sold more DLC, have they?
No.
Yeah, and they were about to get sued big time when they first launched the game. I honestly think the only reason they haven't charged anything, I honestly believe that they're afraid that they're going to end up
to the people that can crochet.
pissing people off if they do.
I applaud you because
Because I mean they really screwed up.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, it is a Star Wars game, so you gotta understand how many people are gonna buy DLC. To be fair, cosmetics too. Honestly, I'd be fine with either one as long as I get a good Star Wars game.
gets into anything complicated.
I just want Star Wars games. Star Wars, and I want Transformers. Please, somebody get on those two titles. And also,
Definitely.
I'm willing to have people make some like actual, just random non-titled games. Like
Oh yeah, cross stitch. Okay.
I like Star Wars.
Transformers, I forgot about that. A good Transformers game definitely needs to be done.
She got rid of 'em.
Yeah, the last one was on like what 360 it came out, I think. Which is it's so weird to say, but it's considered a retro console now. It's just so weird. I love it cuz one person said, "I feel old now. My dad just asked me if he could have my 360 to put in his retro console collection." I was like, "Oh, that hurts so bad."
It does feel like it's a bit soon for the 360 to be considered retro, but I guess
Yeah.
since they're not really doing anything with it, it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't consider it retro yet. Usually I'm like 20 years and then it's retro. It hasn't been 20 years since the 360's been out yet.
Anything kitty cat. I mean, like.
I still like it whenever people are complaining because this game needs more features, but there's not enough buttons on the controller. I'm like, dude, when I first started playing the first console game, you had a joystick with one button on the controller. There were no options. It was just one button and a joystick. That was it. If you wanted to, like, turn your game on or off, you actually had to go to the console and do it.
Right. I remember the. Okay, and I'm not old enough to actually be there when the Atari first came out, but my uncle bought one when they came out, and I played his. He used to play it with me.
It's like, what was the one thing that fixed every Atari console? Pulling the cartridge out, blowing in it, bumping it against your hand, and then putting it back in.
That was actually the Nintendo NES.
And the Ataris.
And probably also the Nintendo 64.
I really didn't have much trouble with the Nintendo 64s, but the Ataris and the Nintendo NES. That was really, those were really the ones that you saw that with the people for.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember the Atari. Even sometimes you'd have to take like a cotton swab and some alcohol and just like wipe the contacts off.
And the Atari had so many different switches on it that you didn't want your dad to set it up because he wouldn't do it right. At least here. I mean, color's a bit off. TV's going out. And when he's not looking, you reach over and flip the switch.
To be fair, when I used to play the Atari, it was in my uncle's room, and he had like a tiny, tiny, tiny little like 10-inch CRT in his room. That was the original TV he used to play on. And it was so janky because it had such bad plugs that you'd have to like put them in just right so it would work.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When you used to play video games back then, did your parents give you time limits? Like, you can only play for like 10 minutes or you can only play for like 15 minutes?
So, not really. As long as I got schooling done and everything, my mom didn't really care because if she didn't let us play video games, I would annoy the crap out of her all day, every day, because I have ADHD, so I have so much energy, and it would get very annoying. So she's like, play video games, go play video games, go play video games, go play video games all the time.
Oh, dude, you were lucky. My ADHD was like extreme hyperactive disorder. My mom would send me outside to run around the house a lot. A lot.
Well, to be fair,
when it snowed outside, she would send me out to run around the house, and I would run around the house so much that there was a wide path going all the way around the house where the snow was packed down solid, like, along that path.
and then it would turn into a sheet of ice the next day.
Yeah, pretty much. But she would send me out there to run around the house because she couldn't deal with me. I had so much energy. But when I got to play video games, like, you got 10 minutes to play the game, or you got 15 minutes to play the game, and every single game took longer than 10 to 15 minutes to beat the game. So it's like every time you play, you're playing the exact same part of the game every single time.
Yeah, what is it people always complain about? It's like, parents buy kid console, kid plays console. What are you doing?
I remember Mom would be like, Mom, can we play Super Mario Brothers? Yeah, but you only got 10 minutes to play and then you gotta get off the game. And they're like, the game takes longer than 10 minutes to play. And then, people are like finishing it in like 5 minutes now. I'm like, you jerks.
She was right. You could have played it twice.
But you didn't know about that stuff. I mean, you were talking about a time before internet. It's like, people complain.
I don't know of a time. I don't even remember a time before cell phones, dude.
I remember somebody saying, "Oh, I hate it when I tried to download the game, but I can't because their servers are so backed up." I'm like, dude, when I was young, you couldn't download anything because internet didn't exist. You had to go and get the cartridge, bring it back and
It's
plug
kind
it
of
in. And if you got one that the
because
cartridge was
whatever
bad,
I
it
find
was shipped bad, you had to go all the way back, get another cartridge, swap it out and everything. And you had to convince them to let you swap it out because they didn't really want to. And then come back. And we lived like 30 minutes away from any
Oh, it's not
store.
the Just
So
Drop.
it
It's,
was
I guess
like,
it's, I guess
it was like an hour drive just to get the game. Just to go there and come back.
Yeah, I remember. A, so my first experience with gaming was on PlayStation 2. No. It was actually on the Game Boy. the no, after the Advance. How old do you think I am?
Game Boy 360, I think, was after that, right?
No, the Game Boy Advance? No, not Advance. The flip one. The clamshell flip one.
Oh, DS.
No. It was the Game Boy. It was a Game Boy. Let me look it up. Maybe it is the Advance, actually. Okay, now that we won, let me go look it up.
I might have red hair dye here somewhere. We'll go back to half and half, so I can just. Yep.
Game Boy Advance.
True.
Game Boy Advance, I think that was.
Oh, no, it was the Game Boy Advance SP.
Oh, okay. Still old right Game Boy Advance.
It came out. They still sell them on Amazon?
There's a lot of stuff being sold on Amazon. Remember, a lot of stuff you buy from Amazon isn't straight from the manufacturer.
This is from the Nintendo store.
Nintendo's selling the Advance? What?
That's gonna be a thing.
I didn't think they'd still be making that thing.
I don't think they aren't making it anymore. I don't know how they have them still.
No, that was so. It was so.
Well, after that, not long after that, they came out with
I
the
mean,
one
that
that had
movie
the
got a lot
two
of hate,
screens
which it
on it.
deserved
That
for
was
Yeah, the
split.
DS.
Something
That-
for it
Yeah,
that
the
bad.
DS became their bigger seller, I believe.
Yeah, but I'm just saying my first game system was it was a old used Nintendo Game Boy Advance SP.
Something now. Papa just every time I get the show.
Okay, when I was a kid, the only handheld games you could get, it didn't have interchangeable cartridges. You
I
couldn't
think it's
download
Chris
anything else
something.
to it. But it was like one of those little
Papa!
handheld things where you got like the little
I know he's
stick figure that you can move around the screen and stuff. And that was
Yeah,
pretty much it.
okay, well I remember those, but I don't consider those video games.
What? Hey, it was still a video game. That's a video game. That was a handheld video game. The first one.
No, that's not a video game to my standards. Dude,
back then,
do you know what my
having
first
a
phone
watch-
was?
Yeah, first what?
My first phone.
I don't know, probably what, a 4G phone?
No, it was a flip phone though. It was the Razr, like the really old, well, they're really old now. The Razrs, like when they were really expensive. When I got a phone, it was when the Razrs were already cheap at that point.
Okay, my first cell phone was the StarTAC.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, hold on, let me see.
Also, I love how the Nintendo Game Boy, one of its key features, the display can display up to 32,000 colors. Which I guess back then was pretty good, but now it's like 32,000 colors. My keyboard can do more than that. It was discontinued in 2009.
See, in 1996, the Motorola StarTAC first came out.
I'm smart.
And I think it was in
I didn't realize the name.
2000, I think it was, the Motorola StarTAC, you could get it for free with Alltel.
No, I said I realized I'm an idiot.
It came out in 2003. I don't think I got one until
I'm thinking
2005.
something when I'm on a computer.
They were pretty cheap by the time I got one, I know.
Okay, here we go.
Remember that one Batman
That
movie
is a link that I just sent you on
Yes.
Discord to the StarTAC.
got like a good amount of hate? I was trying to think of who played Robin.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. That's the StarTAC 8500. That was like
Yes.
the best flip phone back then that you could get.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm not that old, dude. I'm not that old.
Yeah, the phones before that were the brick phones, and it's kind of funny because you start out
And
with
it was
the phones that
rightly
were the size
hated,
of a
but,
brick.
you know.
Well,
Mhm.
actually, the ones before that were the ones that mounted in the car. You
Yeah.
didn't have a
They were
cell
still
phone, you had-
brick size, though. Pretty big.
Yeah. Well, the very first ones that mounted in the car, they had the old receiver. They had the coiled cord that went to the
Barrymore
base,
was in that?
kind of like in the
What?
home back then. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the old-fashioned
Chris O'Donnell.
receivers.
Okay, there we
That's
go.
what was originally in the cars. And then they switched to the brick shape. And then it went wireless, but you still had to have the base in the car mounted in it. But the handset was wireless. And you got, around that time, you had
Yep,
the
he plays
brick
Batman.
size phones. And everybody wanted smaller. Everybody wanted smaller. So
Bat-
developers started making smaller, smaller, smaller. Then you get the StarTAC size phones and stuff like that. And people were just eating them up. But then they start coming out with
Touchscreens.
phones that- yeah, well, they had it was basically a phone and a PDA put together, and that's what eventually became smartphones. I mean, smartphones are more advanced than what what the first combination of phone and PDA were. But now, I mean, phones are thin, but they're so big. But I remember back years ago, people didn't want anything that had a big screen. They couldn't stand any phones that were big or that had a big screen. They wanted something small, something
Oh, I just
tiny.
hit the real estate.
And now people are like, "Oh, you got to get this. It's got a much larger screen to it." And I'm like, "Ugh, we're going back to bigger phones again?"
Well, they're bigger, but they're more pocketable now.
Yeah, they're not bulky. They're not the size of a brick, but still, you've got a large screen, and it's fun to watch stuff on. But like, if I was working, when I was working, I didn't like having a large phone like this. I preferred something that was smaller.
Overkill!
Lot
I did it!
Well, I preferred something that was a lot smaller because what I was after was something that wouldn't get injured or damaged while I'm working.
So for you,
And-
then, the best option right now would be the iPhone Mini.
If I was working, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you were working, your best option right now would be the iPhone Mini, because it is literally an iPhone that's like, I think it has like a 5-inch display, but it's like tiny. You can fit it in the palm of your hand. It's so small.
Sorry, the reason I was laughing was I just say you come around the corner and just pistol whip that guy in the forehead and kill him. That was just funny. He looked like he was wearing some superhero outfit.
Why would you crouch? Crouching's not a good idea.
Crouching makes you smaller. Makes
Yeah.
you harder to hit.
It makes your head a bigger target. Like that. And that.
You're the real deal.
That guy wasn't crouching, he was sliding.
And he got shot right in the head still. How are we losing? I have 11 kills and I only died 4 times. Oh, my team's literally sucking.
His
You're gonna end up with a backache, you know that, don't you?
Yeah. Dang it.
Nikki, stop carrying.
Downside to carrying team.
13 and 5. One of my teammates has died 9 times already.
Oh my god.
One of his teammates already.
He
Oh
seems
my-
like one of those that'll just run out there going, ah. Get shot.
Rambo!
Rambo's real. He's my hero.
That shot got way too many of us.
Oh, he got another kill though. His 10 deaths make up for it. How did that not hit you, dude? How did that punch not connect? How? How did I get an assist from that if the punch didn't connect?
I love watching your expressions. You're like, yeah, wait, what? Developer said we will bend reality to.
Gosh darn it. So lucky that didn't hit you in the head. Now I'm starting to do terrible.
Apparently, bad companions in the game are, they just. What really makes this so sad is, like, every PvP game for the most part is just people running around blasting anything on the other team that moves. There's no real strategy.
Yeah, and they still can't do it. None of my teams are positive in the KD right now. And every single person on the other team is in the positive right now. And how did you hit me with that, sir? I was behind a wall. And you were not even coming around the other way. So how did that hit connect? What?
That is messed up. I just saw it, dude. That's kind of weird.
He's laggy, probably.
Lagatha Christie. People are so laggy they can write books.
Triple kill. And I was the last death. Doesn't matter, I still did good. 21 and 12. Get on my level, teammates. Dude's teabagging.
I still think somebody is doing teabagging. There should be an instant kill thing where it just does a crotch shot.
Yeah.
Critical hit.
All right.
Kills 'em.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a water. Let's see the be right back screen.
Hey, would you grab me a water while you're up? Nice. Thank you.
Okay, how many times have I died? Only once. Won't let me go into scope mode once I got hit. Honestly, I don't even like the scope on this gun because it doesn't even hit close to where you're aiming anyways. So I prefer to just use it hip firing. Look at that effectiveness right there. Wow. Okay, is that dude hacking? 19. Oh, no, that dude's cheating. That dude there is so cheating. He's just whipping around hitting people like that. I gotta watch this now.
What was he doing? One-shotting?
Well, you can one-shot in this mode, but that's not my problem.
No, I mean whipping around, getting an instant kill or something.
Yeah, I thought he did. Maybe I'm wrong. Teammate, why were you shooting at me? Well, I managed to get one. Did not know there was 3. Bro, I swear that dude, this dude. Now he's not using aimbot. I guess he just got lucky and he's decent. I don't know.
What's with the NPCs just standing there? Are you supposed to be protecting them?
What NPCs?
Aren't those NPCs that were standing outside the opening?
Dang it, they come up behind me. No, there was no NPCs. Those were shooting dummies.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I am sucking this round. Although I hate this gun. The Commando is not my favorite gun.
Dude, they are winning. They're about to win this one already.
The Commando is just not accurate for my playstyle. How did that hit not register? I meleeed, bro. I meleeed.
Mom said that while they were gone, Dad caught one fish.
The fish weren't biting.
I asked her, I was like, well, how big of a fish did he catch at the restaurant? She goes, no, he actually caught one other fish. I was like, oh, wow.
That's one more than last year.
Well, I remember when we used to go fishing at the beach. He would put like a whole bunch of lines in at once. And I would go up and I would hold my finger on one of the lines. Because when the waves would come in, it would pull the end of the rod down and back up. Well, sometimes when the waves pull the end of the rod down and it comes back up, fish hit it around that time, but some fish don't like really jerk on it. So I put my finger on it and I could feel when the fish were biting on it. And we were fishing one time and I was pulling in a bunch of fish and I'm like, how are you pulling them all in? I'm like, because I can feel the little nibbles on the line. when they're biting on it, and I just set the hook and it catches them because we're using shrimp for bait, and you know shrimp is something that is real soft, so it's easy for the fish to pull it off. But what I started doing is when I would put the hook through the pieces of shrimp, I wouldn't take the shell off the shrimp. So when the fish is sitting there trying to eat it, it can't just like suck it into its mouth and pull it off the hook, because that shell was holding it on, and it made them like keep at it. So I was able to set the hook in their mouth. But I was catching a bunch of fish like that. But one thing I always wanted to do was go back deep sea fishing. I've only ever done that twice. I've always wanted to go back and do it again.
I've never been deep sea fishing.
It's fun. I enjoy it.
Fishing can be fun. I don't like doing it a lot though.
Microwave.
I think you would do it. You would see it kind of like Johnny does. My brother, he used to hate fishing unless he was catching something.
Yes, exactly. I don't like
Yeah.
fishing. I like catching.
Yeah, if he was catching something, he enjoyed fishing. He was having a blast with it. But if he wasn't catching anything, he didn't like it. And it was pretty bad because me and Dad were experienced fishers one time, and fishermen one time. We took him with us
I have
over
so
at
many
a friend's house,
questions.
and he was on one side of a tree. I was on the other side of a tree, using the exact same bait,
What is a
exact same kind
microwave
of
gonna do?
fishing equipment and everything. And Johnny starts catching all these fish, and we couldn't figure out how. He was on one side of a tree doing it. We were on the other side of a tree, and yet he's catching all these fish. And when we came back, Johnny had caught majority of the fish that we had,
No.
but he was having a blast with it. I remember going on fishing trips where it was you don't catch anything, then all we had to eat was just the bait. I like how your character died there. He's like leaning up against the wall, looking around the corner. Oh. But we used to go to the beach, buy shrimp, and use the shrimp as bait.
I bet you it's cheap to get shrimp out there, isn't it?
Some places, yeah. Like if you go to the docks where they bring the shrimp in, it's usually cheaper to get it per pound there. Because, I mean, they're just bringing it in fresh, and you're still paying more than what they usually pay to local restaurants and stores. You're still paying more than what they get from them, but I mean, it's like really, really fresh. No frozen or anything. It's like fresh off the boat. You see the boats coming in, dumping it. It was so cool.
How?
Holy crap. How does that guy not die?
I am pissed about that one now. I kept hitting him and hitting him and hitting him. And it was hitting the crate and not him every time. My teammates thinking I'm sucking because I literally am right now.
I remember we went to one place. I can't remember the name of it. No, not Salt Lake. I can't remember the name of the place, but it was like this little inlet where we were at, and there were boat docked there. And when the high tide come in, you'd throw a cast net out, and you get a whole cast net full of shrimp. It was the first time I ever saw a baby flounder, and I found out then that the eyes are on either side of the head with the baby flounder, and the eyes slowly move from one side of the head. One of the eyes moved from one side of the head, so that both of the eyes are on the same side. But I always thought they were born with both eyes on one side.
It's so
Oh, that was
weird
cool.
still.
Yeah, but it's still pretty cool though, even though it's weird.
That's kind of impressive.
Ocean Life has some of the weirdest looking stuff.
Is that person shooting a shotgun? From
We
that
won!
range? Cool.
Thanks to my teammate. I did not do much that game.
You won by 3 shots.
3 kills, not 3 shots.
3 kills, I mean. Yeah. Same thing.
No, very different.
Somebody fired 3 shots into that guy, so you won by 3 shots still.
I'm pretty sure we fired way more than 3 shots into him. 24% accuracy, that's why I wasn't doing too good. The pistol is just, it's the one you have to use, but you have to, I haven't learned the timing yet. So,
What
Got-
timing?
well, if you spam it, the spread gets wider and wider and wider until it's basically as wide as the person. So all the shots are like avoiding their head. But if you wait a second and let it shrink back down, it'll hit him in the head constantly. So you have to get the timing down to know when you can take the shot.
Gotcha.
And if you can, once you've mastered that perfect timing, you can go pop, 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 and just kill people. Like level them, lay waste to the team.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Makes sense. Maybe you should have tried shooting some of those target dummies out there. Just saying.
Dang it. Teammate died and I got killed. And he has a sniper rifle. We're about to get destroyed. Oh, well, look at that.
What you listened afterward when people told you what to do.
Okay, good night, Mom. Love you.
Teammate, don't go out there.
Good night, Nikki. Love
Right.
you. You gonna let me see you tonight, Cam?
I already said good night. I said good night. I love you.
I died. No.
Mom, don't let the bed bugs bite. You're so small, they'll just drain all the blood out of them.
Now,
S7.
And Mom
So
says
then
she
you'll
always
never have to worry.
Gets, Mom says she always gets tickled when she hears you playing.
The people's brains get tickled usually.
wait, what?
She just likes it whenever you're yelling at the game and stuff.
So pretty much every time I'm playing.
Common sense. Never mind.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
If a gamer's not yelling at the game, he's not playing a good
how are
game.
you smart
pretty
enough
much.
to fill
Pretty
out the
much,
paperwork
yeah.
list? And then,
Let me see if I can get to my teammate before he takes a swift.
Repulsor acquired.
Bruh. Quit with the guns around the map. I'm gonna have to start grabbing some random guns. Great job, teammate. Stand still. I should have laid 1 or 2 more shots into him to kill him.
They're like a T-Rex. If you don't move, they can't see you.
Spike
Right?
blade.
Most of the time, yes.
So all you gotta do is stand still, wait on them to come at you, and then shoot them.
Active camo inbound.
Oh, come on.
How slow is the melee on this?
About that slow.
Not too bad.
But where does the dumbness stop?
S7 sniper inbound. S7 sniper.
Dang it, he keeps getting that weapon. I don't even know where that one spawns.
I need to.
We each have 3 kills, teammate.
I need to ask Papa what's the dumbest thing he did because I feel.
How did that kill me? I meleeed him like a half hour before he even swung. Yeah, I didn't think that would work out in your favor.
Oh.
A part of his
God.
body flew over and hit you. That was probably it.
Hello. Missed me, sir.
Basically, the cops had a party when he left.
Oh my. Yep,
Mainly because he removes the tires off their car constantly. I don't see.
that's the one shotgun.
What did it do? Charge up?
Yeah, you can hold it charged.
Yes. Don't ask.
They just they know the timing. Oh, and look, he's a douchebag too. Good job, douchebag. You do your job.
He waited till they go into like one restaurant there and remove like one tire off each corner, one in the back, one in the front, and they drive off the blocks every time.
Oh man,
What?
just how bad that game was.
Oh. Could have
That-
been worse.
See how you don't.
My accuracy's improving. It's just I don't like. I'm not used to the pistol, so it's like super hard to get used to it.
No, it could have been worse though. You could have been stuck running in reverse the whole time.
I could have
Can you
crashed.
imagine- Can you imagine that though? A game mode where your character runs backwards the whole time?
In Star Wars Battlefront, Rey has the ability to make your forwards key backwards and your backwards key forwards and your left key right and your right key left. That's one of her abilities, and it's super annoying.
Yeah, but it's only temporary. But I'm
Yeah, but it's like
thinking-
5 seconds.
I'm thinking, what if you can only move left, right, and backwards? You can't go forward at all.
So like, Portal speedruns.
I don't know. I haven't done Portal speedrun.
Well, there's a glitch in the game where if you bunny hop backwards, you actually go faster than if you run forwards. So people just backwards bunny hop through the whole game pretty much.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Works. It's quicker. Saves them time. You just have to memorize the turns.
I mean, why is that allowed in the game? I mean, how does that stay? How
That
does
pigeon's very sad. Oh, cinder shot. Ah.
I don't know if anybody's tried this. Blueberry knuckle.
Send her shot back to her.
Ha ha ha.
I'm terrified.
Nice grenade. Let's go, teammate. Let's go, teammate.
I like how the characters get this ragdoll effect when they die.
Yeah, it's like Battlefront.
X game style.
Dang it, I was hoping the crouching would get him. It didn't work. Teammate! Ah, well, he's not low anymore, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, this gun's useless now. This one's not, though. Nice.
Okay, what kind of things are in video games you would like to see somebody try in real life? Doing a dance after killing somebody on the battlefield. I'd like to see somebody dumb enough to try that in real life. I don't understand how they killed me.
All it was
I
doing
just
was
think-
teabagging him.
All I was doing was just dancing. That was my I beat you dance.
Cinder shot available.
Why gamers should not join the military. I don't get it. I've been in the army for like 3 years and I'm still not in charge. It makes no sense. Usually it only takes 20 hours.
I mean, nah, my game crashed. I said it and it happened.
Why come every time I come back to base, everybody's not cheering me?
Where's my XP?
Everybody.
Hey mom, good news, his game crashed.
No, it didn't actually. It just froze and I died because of it.
Okay, never mind. It just froze. Never mind. It didn't crash, unfortunately. What? No, we don't want him to win.
Now it froze again. It's going to crash if it keeps doing this.
Oh, stupid hardware issues. Get a good PC.
It's not with the PC. It's with, well, it might be with the PC, but it's probably Halo. I'm still... Okay.
Oh, dude, you should have bought an Intel. I'm telling.
Yeah. Intels are... Oh, yeah. No, it's with Halo. Did you see those grenades?
Hold up. I gotta wait on it to catch up. Oh, wow.
Also, that kill was spectacular.
Even with the grenades freezing in the air like that.
Ooh.
You just full send it.
Nothing satisfies like a 3-round burst.
Hey, I just realized there's a Master Chief right there.
So I'm
A hero never dies.
Okay. Someone who is a gamer
Cinder shot inbound.
joins the Navy. And then he gets upset because he wasn't made an admiral after like
Cinder shot.
10 hours of being in the Navy. Makes sense, don't it?
Yep.
Reliable weapon.
After you join the Navy, you should have your own ship after like, what, 10 hours being in the Navy?
Oh, 30 minutes after you finish the tutorial, dude. After you finish basic training. After you finish
Yeah,
the
that's-
tutorial, you get your own ship. That's how it works.
Now, is this tutorial going to tell me everything I need to know? What tutorial? This is training. Same thing. You're a gamer, aren't you? You're going to love this. I wonder what they do every time they get a gamer to come in.
I'm pretty sure they realistically know what to expect.
His little body was camouflage.
I don't know, I can imagine Keegan joining the Marines or something. Wait a minute, we have to get up? You expect us to do
I
something?
don't think Peaches is questionable.
I don't get it.
At least the NPCs would be more useful.
I'm gonna call my mommy.
Man, I had both of them low. Well, he had shields, but the other guy definitely was low.
I'm just thinking of a gamer like going in and they're like, "This is so hard. Where are the cheat codes?" My nephew, I think he actually joined the military training school or something like that, because when Department of Social Services refused to,
you know what?
Child
I will shoot
Protective
you
Services
anyway.
refused to remove him from the home, he said that he was going to try and convince his mom into letting him join so that he could get away from her for 6 months.
Did it work?
I don't know. I think he may actually have joined.
Why? No,
I
why
don't
did
know
you
if he
have
has
to
or not,
find
but I think
that?
he has because he found out that he could go for 6 months, and then before coming home, he had the option to renew for another 6 months.
I read that. And
Is what he
hated it.
said.
Got me
I was
so
like, I
mad
don't
I read it.
know if it works exactly like that, but it might. He goes, well, that's what I was told. So what he's planning on doing is to keep renewing it every 6 months until eventually he turns 18, and then he can just move out from home. That's what his plan is.
Won't he be put in the military after so many months of training though?
I don't know.
Because after so much training, I would think you would just be put in like, okay, your training's done. We've done all the training you do. You're gonna have to sign up to actually go into the military now if you want to continue.
I don't know because I was told that ROTC training, when you're in high school, you can actually take that every year of high school, but you don't have to go into the military, is what I was told. I don't know
Huh.
exactly how.
Interesting.
But
That's
if
super
this,
weird.
well, if this is anything like ROTC, then, it's kind of like being at camp all year long if he is able to renew after 6 months.
10 o'clock, basically. Now,
But
watch
yeah,
yourself,
he was just
losers.
trying everything he could to get away from her.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be worth it though.
No.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
It really depends.
she's pretty bad.
Stop with the comeback.
Yeah, I've lived
I
with
don't have any good ones.
crap before, so
Well, you know how my dad is, and she's worked for my dad. Or, well, how my dad used to be. He's not anywhere near as bad as he used to be.
anyways,
Like, way worse.
why am I walking?
Because you need the exercise?
You got this, teammate.
Behave.
He's been soloing this game. I'm gonna get the last flag.
Let's run for our lives back to base. They know where we are.
I'll be right back.
Active camo inbound. Active camo available.
Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it! Get it! GG! Didn't even get the capture assist. Why would you do it to me like that, Halo? Alright, guys. That's gonna be doing it for this stream, though. I've played enough Halo for the day, so I hope you enjoyed. If you did, follow, like, subscribe, whatever. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye, guys!